definitely an interesting fit that I'm seeing.
Oh, I would love to follow that Twitter.
With the choker as well, with the heart on it, and the I don't know what to say. The arm.
I was telling
warmers.
Trey, we need a like a shoe cam for when you get on the stage.
A shoe cam,
because you obviously want to praise people for having extremely nice kicks, but you also want to shame people that are barefoot in the venue, right?
You definitely want to pull that up when people walk to the stage on Crocs, you know.
Right. Yeah. You want to get some social media discourse going about Crocs. All right, here we go. spidyjuice versus FE2.
So we want to see some tech chase. If you were a Sheik player, you want to see tech chases, and this is a pretty solid lead so far, getting a stock already off of a tech chase into an unfortunate slide off a downer on spidyjuice's part. But
FE might be the sponsor, you know, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's grayed out a little bit on my monitor, so it's probably just 2, because he's Sheik, right?
Yeah, so probably a sponsor of some kind.
2.
That would make sense for the tag itself,
yes.
you know, Sheik 2-ing around. But these tech chases have been really on point so far. Messes up there, and spidyjuice will counter with the instant wake-up shine. But 2's been playing really on point. I mean, if you've been seeing, he's been hitting every tech chase, keeping spidyjuice on the platform. And Ledge Dash is, like, pretty all right. Pretty solid play.
And that's what I was noticing in the set we were watching earlier with the swooper, is that Falco, when it comes to that platform on Battlefield, they have a very hard time kind of getting through or coming down on a character that has a very good anti-air. And Sheik's got great anti-air.
Absolutely. These platformers are really good for Sheik in that you can throw out tilts in a way that makes it so you cannot jump the platform safely without having to potentially get contested by a tilt. You can short hop nair and get to the top platform, so make it so if your opponent's trying to run forward and they get hit by the nair, they just go off stage again. And that was a beautiful combo from spidyjuice.
Beautiful follow-up by spidyjuice.
Absolutely. But yeah, this is definitely considered one of Sheik's best stages, if not Sheik's best stage against Spaceys. So I'm kind of actually surprised that these two players won here game 1.
Well, you know, it's that net play era where you're supposed to ideally have matchup experience versus every character, but not everybody's intricate with every matchup enough to know what stages are good for a certain character. You know what stages your character is good and bad on, but it's not until you start really developing yourself as a player you start thinking about the other variables of the other character in the match, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's another wake-up shine on spidyjuice's part, 2 not hitting the perfect tech chase. I definitely see a lot of Spaceys nowadays will go for just the ambiguous DI on the throw into the immediate tech in place to try to like make it so Sheik has to work as hard as possible to look and react. And 2 has, after 2 really solid tech chases, not really hit the tech in places. So it's going to be interesting to see if 2 adapts or if spidyjuice continues to go for the tech in place shine. We'll see it now.
Yeah, I think that's been a big... I think the forward throw is a good idea there, but a little flub on the input from 2. But when you're up by this much, you can afford to kind of gamble with your throws, try something else. So up throw here, interesting.
Definitely try to go for like a backer or something like that, but accidentally inputted the down C stick. And this is looking like 2's game to win, but both are a lot of spaghetti right now. Definitely both of them are missing a lot of stuff, and 2's laughing. 2
got a little spaghetti-ish at the end there. You know, they were holding it down for the whole game, playing very well, and then, you know, that end of the game is looming, and the pressure starts mounting on you to finish it instead of just, like, entertaining them. It adds up. Spaghetti happens.
Yeah. So, now, spidyjuice, where do you think we're going to go? Stadium FD?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are avoiding Stadium at this tournament because
of the transformations.
Right. I think there's a lot of people here who are not used to playing on that, and they're going to just avoid it by nature. So I'm thinking we're seeing a lot of bans for Stadium where we normally wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah. And Yoshi's is not a bad pick either. If you have your pillar combos on, you can definitely kill Sheik off the top very quickly with a bunch of shines, but I don't think I've seen spidyjuice go for any pillar combos as of yet, so we'll see what happens.
So for me, now correct me if I'm wrong, but in this matchup, I really feel like Sheik is an ideal weight for comboing, you know, earlier, and I just feel like there hasn't been a lot of strings in general, pillar combos or otherwise. There hasn't been a lot of follow-up from spidyjuice. They've been able to get these shines and these jabs and these stray hits, but they're not stringing their punishes.
Yeah, I think that's one. I think spidyjuice's tag just changed mid-set. But regardless, I do agree with you that you can definitely see within both of these players that 2's punish game is a lot more refined.
Correct.
In that you get it, like 2 gets a grab, will either get a tech chase or like get a dash attack into a tilt or something like that, and will lead to more. Whereas spidyjuice is getting stray hits, like gets a shine into a downer sometimes, will land like a raw down air.
You cannot do that
But
as Falco.
yeah, you also cannot do that as Falco.
You cannot just up B right across the street from the ledge. I mean, even Luigi can mess you up off of that, or Mario, or
you just have so much time to react.
And much worse characters than Sheik, and Sheik's so good at it. I feel like if you're a punishment-minded player, like if you get into this game and you're like, the thing that really resonates with me the most is the punish game, you either gravitate towards Sheik or Marth, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you definitely have like a more flow-charty punish game, and you know exactly what you're supposed to do off like specific grabs at certain percents.
I find that term a little, it obviously can be taken the wrong way and meant to be a little demeaning, but that is what it is. It is a more standardized system of punishment. It's a more standardized system of following up techs and tech chasing, and it is a flow chart, but that's not always meant as an insult or a bad thing.
Also, I just want to point out, beautiful ledge dash on 2's part. Like, I'm not sure what part of the bracket this is, but 2 is looking like a very strong player right now.
This is winners round 2 pools.
This is winners round 2, so
if somebody got a DQ or a bye, this could be their first game of the tournament, really.
Also, you definitely could have just taken the set by just holding ledge there, but catches the jump, like uses a beautiful read, and a nice fair will end set.
When you're on VGBC and you're up by 3 stocks and you got the pillow on your lap and you're getting down, you might as well just try to chill off a little bit, you know? Make a statement, make a lasting impact. Try to get that clip out of it.
I'm gonna be real. I definitely just watched the entirety of those players get on stage, play 2 entire games, and walk off stage. And until you just mentioned it, I did not notice that 2 was using a pillow.
Right. I mean,